Then my last question today is, why was it that Scotland has spent the last 315 years completely unaware that it had its own constitution? It seems like a fairy story. It feels like Scotland has been in a sort of long-range version of Sleeping Beauty, where everybody in the land has fallen asleep for 315 years and completely forgotten that they had a constitution, and also completely forgotten that they had a claim of right which guaranteed the rights of every individual in Scotland. But not only did we forget that we had this, but we also forgot that it's still on the statute books and it's still law in Scotland. How on earth did this happen? Because even until recently, I was unaware of the fact that we had a written constitution. If it weren't for people like Sarah Sawyers and the Scottish Sovereignty Research Group, maybe none of us would remember this. It seems as though the SNP, in its current drive for independence, also appears to have forgotten that we have a written constitution, and that we may not even need to go through any kind of referendum. We may not even need to allow the English Supreme Court to decide against it before we take any action. I mean, if we do that, if we allow the Supreme Court to judge it either legal or illegal, then aren't we just wasting time waiting for another country to decide whether or not we can vote on how we feel about something? Because basically that is what this is. If we already have a constitution that says we can take action about this right now, then why don't we invoke it? It seems to me that most of Scotland over the last 315 years, if not all of it, has conveniently, I suppose in the rush to take advantage of the British Empire, which we were obviously dragged along into by the British state when it went out conquering everybody else's countries and plundering their resources, that we were swept along in this kind of craze, this mania for making as much money as possible out of the misery of other countries, and in the meantime completely forgot who we were and what we actually are. We are basically a democracy. We're a democracy based on the rights of individuals and on the sovereignty of individuals. And we've forgotten this. We have been dragged along into thinking that we are somehow part of this United Kingdom and that we are subject to their laws, which of course we're not. So I guess what I'm saying here is that we need to wake up. I mean, it's time for us to waken up. There's no handsome prince waiting to kiss Scotland and wake it up. And if there were, then who would it be? Prince Charles. He's hardly handsome, is he? And he's hardly likely to kiss us and make us wake up. So anyway, all I'm saying to you today is have a look at what is going on just now, and you'll make your own decision. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now.